quick post for the YT. This time it's an actual video instead of a short. Watch this. I'm gonna do random shit. So I see a lot of people on YouTube and YouTube Shorts and this, that, and the third doing random shit. Now imagine this. What if, and it's not really random, sometimes and all the time it has an actual purpose behind it, which is random shit, but it's only one thing. I'm going to make this video as long as I possibly can and do random shit before my ADHD runs out because I have had enough of the stress. So, there was a cat there. There's a kitty. Yoink. Come here, kitty. So now I have a cat and I have equipped a Pickles. That is his name, is Pickles. Say hello to the YT. Hey, say hello to the YT. There's not a thought in his brain. He's a good boy. Here, you can go on the table now. Good kitty. And he's going to start sniffing shit. That is wonderful. By the way, if I have a question for the YT people. If do any of y'all have a problem with curse words? Because I recently had one of my guys, one of my friendly peoples that I was hanging out with, right? And they straight up said I cuss a lot in my videos and I could get banned or a very big loss of viewership. Why am I back in this room? Why am I in here? Anyway, I was in here for a reason. Jesus Christ. But oh yeah, that's why. Basically, one of the biggest things that I refuse to be is banned. Because I love to post, I love to share my life, and I love this, and this, and this. You know what else I love? Cupcakes. But you know what? No one really talks about randomly loving cupcakes on YT, do they? Well, then again, they're also not, psychotic. But that type shit. So, you see this pupper right here? He's a good boy. I'm carrying a cup. There's nothing in said cup because I haven't put it in there yet, but Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, people get offended, they can get offended. Because you know why? Because, what was I talking about? Anyway, people want to get offended by my videos, they can get offended. Because here's the thing. A curse word is a word. It is a vocalization. Same thing as saying, hello there. But, I'd be going up to any of my boys and just going, hello there, and a bunch of other cuss words at them. And you know what they do? They walk right back up to me and go, the entire dictionary of curse words right out my face. And I'm like, yep, this is why I like you. Anyway. But, yeah. Which one was mine? Oh, obviously the one that's not fucking broken. And, ow, Jesus Christ, sharp. And, bye. I'm going to go viral as a meme, ain't I just wanted to be relatable, but I'm going to be a meme. Fuck it. So, real quick, a little sidetrack of mine. I have a TikTok, but I post on said TikTok for my family and for the people I talk to on a regular. And sometimes not on a regular. Sometimes I get people I haven't even seen in years. Should probably wipe that up. Like I'm going to remember to. But here's the thing. If I post for the people I talk to, please, someone on the YT, explain to me exactly why the fuck I got random ass... Yes, I wiped that up with my pants, that, by the way. That's something I did right there. I'm not smart. Anyway. Someone please explain to me why I have a random person going on my TikTok and saying he's all Billy Badass and this, and this. Because I was posting about the fact that, TMI for the YT, my addictive stuff has gotten worse. Because yes indeed, it has gotten worse. Such as nicotine. Such as things I'm not allowed to mention on YT that are not hard drugs. Let's put it that way, they're not hard drugs. But here's the thing. Imagine, why am I back in this room? Anyway. Yeah, it's like midnight right now. I'm just walking around. But basically, I gotta be quiet, my mom's sleeping. Anyway, back on track now, please. Anyway, basically, I posted about that little selfie of myself in wife beater type of shirt, and it did not go well when I said I was back to my old self, because my old self was fucked up. So we'll just put it that way. So imagine this, I get a fucking comment on my YT that I don't recognize them, but they're calling me little Timmy Tough Knuckles, and they put 2 comments. One of them being the original, which was one of the first comments on said video, might actually be the first on said video. And then the other one was a second insult. After 2 other people, 1 or 2 I should probably say, ended up commenting, one of them being one of my friends. Now, I love it when people go to my channel and show support. But me personally, I shut up on your FYP. This is my channel. What's good? You don't own this channel. So, why they be posting? Why they be commenting on my shit? My fault that they can't get a life. Yeah. But yeah, so imagine this. I post a TikTok, they do that. Guess what I did? I put them on full blast. Because me personally, I don't appreciate it. And I want people to know this, by the way. YouTube can be a little gay sometimes. I say that not as, because you know how the world is currently. Not as an insult toward gay people. That's not right. I can't even insult them, I don't think. Yeah, no, I can't. Anyway, where did I just put it? Where did my cup of milk go? Oh, that it? Yeah, anyway. I'm losing my mind here, guys. Basically, I post for the fuck of it and for the fun of everyone else. Imagine this. I'm walking through the house doing a random vid right now because I feel like it. This video is probably going to get flagged because of the amount of times I've just straight said the F-bomb right in front of the camera. And I haven't stubbed my toe. So you know what's so funny about that? I can't appeal it. Because I just straight up started cussing. Now, sometimes I walk up to my mother and I say, "Hey mom, are you sure the first word out of my mouth when I was born was not fuck?" And you know what they say? Or you know what my mom says and my dad says? Because he's here too, actually. That's something I talk about, but anyway. My mom at one point said, no, it was not. In fact, I'm very pissed about it because it was dad. That's fun. But, yeah. Quick side note, yes, it's a bit sad, so if you want to skip this part, you can. Today is my dad's, actually, more like before it was midnight, was my dad's 2 years of being dead. Nice. How he died, I cannot mention on YouTube. Wonderful. Now imagine this. My dad who stepped up, I call him dad, I will always call him dad, here we go. He said to me once that basically what my mom wouldn't. That was the truth about my dad. That's why I love him and trust him. There you go. Mom found out less than a month later, but that's whatever. Watch this, by the way. I want to show y'all something. So, I have a new 2 favorite hot sauce companies I wanted to show y'all. Randomly. Kind of. Somebody throw a dictionary directly at my skull because that's kind of pissing me off. Kinders, fingernail. That's what this is now called. Fingernail. Anyway, and Melinda's. I love Melinda's. This thing right here, ghost pepper, yeah, I fucking love it. You know why I love it? Because guess what? It's spicy. Very. But its flavor is awesome on chicken. And I'll say this right now, and no, before the people in the comments, I don't get many anyways, it is, but anyway, before the people in the comments start raging, I'm going to say this. I make the best, and I will put that to any test, fried chicken. I put it up against KFC at one point. I shit you not. Kentucky Fried Children. I put it up against that at one point with one of my buddies to see which one was better, and I didn't even tell him where I got either of them. And I won very quickly. He took a bite out of the KFC bucket first, which the bucket was not present. He did not know which one. And I won off the rip. Why am I in this room again? Oh yeah, because I'm pacing. Anyway, but basically, I won. He took a bite out of the KFC and said, "That's KFC." Off the rip. And then, we asked him which one was good, and he said, "I already told you, the first one was fucking good." Now, I have a motto, though. What you can't afford, you can't produce. Now, watch this. We have chicken in that deep freezer. Don't mind that. That was good. It was edible. That thing. Very, very good and very, very edible for the stomach type shit. But yeah, we have chicken in there and in this dark pantry that the heater keeps looking like a guy crouching. We have all the rest of the ingredients and shit that we would need to make fried chicken. But, you know, being denied food stamps one too many times, yet F the government, basically says we can't make that. Ever. We can't afford to make it once. We need to make it last. In fact, that grocery you just saw in the pantry is supposed to last us another month. So, cheers to that one. And if y'all are wondering what I'm drinking, milk. Keep the bones strong because goddamn are they weak. Anyway. But yeah, I will say this though. Life is good, life is great. Some shit needs to be fixed, but that is okay. It's okay to unscrew your own screws just so they don't get screwed off. Sometimes I think my dog's a pothead. I'll say that now. Because during the day too, he'd just be randomly doing this. And just staring off into nothing. If I move right now, he's still staring in the same spot. He's just here. He's a good boy. He's a pit bull. He's pit bull, chocolate lab, and hound. Hound basically means he doesn't shut the fuck up. And he was abused as a puppy because we let a dog sitter, dog sit. And he got abused. Shout out to them for making my dog aggressive. But basically, no matter how many attempts at retraining that we didn't work. He has anxiety. But I will say this about the puppy dog. He's very lovable. I could, in fact, roll him over by me. I could just, literally roll him over and cuddle up with him right now. But I don't want to. You know why? Because I'm recording. But this puppy dog right here, he enjoyed the belly. The berry rubs. He's a good boy. And he's so gentle, I can just stick my hand in his mouth. And he doesn't give a fuck. See how he flinched right there? For a reason. His little puppy abuse. He still has it. Not from me. But there's been times where, when we were semi-homeless in a rundown camper, he would be sleeping, and because it's a camper and we had coyotes around, the door opened, I was there, and he woke up half asleep and charged at me. That is the only time I had to defend myself against him. And I regret it. He's a good boy. He realized very quickly. And I got many cuddles that night. He was a good boy. That's also why we don't usually take him on walks. Because he gets very anxious very quickly at the large buildings. I shit you not. He barks at falling leaves. But this guy right here, at boop, doesn't care. Grab his teeth. You teethy, can I see? Oh, teethy smile, good boy. Nothing. I could play with his ear. I would piss him off. He might nip at me. Nothing. He will never purposefully bite me. Unless I royally piss him off. And that is normal. Because, you stick your finger in your dog's ear with a wet willy, he's gonna bite you. It's all common sense. But he's a sweet soul. He's just a scared little, little baby boy over there. Like a toddler. Let's put it that way. Like a really traumatized toddler. Yeah. Oh, and for the people out there that may or may not need to hear this, drink them fucking water, man. Because, yes, it's pink. Don't ask. But basically, drink some water, man. That's tap water. If you don't have water bottles, suck it up, man. It's called living. It's called existing, man. Also, I wanted to show y'all something that I really like. I have three things here I want to show y'all. First, Gengar. So you got the glare out. This is a $30 card. It's sleeved. Then I have Mega Aggron. That's a $95 card. That sells for $70 off of any local sellers and off of TCG, which is a scanner and seller. If it's mint condition, it goes for more. There you go. Then I have this. I used to play this, and I actually realized something. It's Xbox One. If my Xbox over there, because it's a 1S, had a disc reader, I could play that and relive some memories. Too bad it doesn't. My fault. But here's the thing. Imagine this. I'm also planning on selling it, which is nice. So look, 30, 95, that's around 120 that I could sell it total for, but that's the max. We'll go with like just about 110. I could probably get a nice deal on. And then this, bought for 17, goes for only a tiny bit more, about 20. I thought I saw on eBay, and the max on eBay, because they're selling chicken nuggets that look like Among Us characters for 500. I'm not surprised. Was that game going for about 70? I think they said for the retail price, which I don't get it. Like, you could buy the game off a local GameStop right now for $5. Because I got that game for 17 off of a GameStop, and I went into another GameStop, and it was $5. Same thing. Same case, same everything. And for the same console. Guess I got scammed. Scammer get scammed. Anyway. But here's the thing. If Pokemon cards, a piece of shiny cardboard, could be worth so much, why can't, I shit you not, this worked out dog toy be worth something too? Why can't a random piece of plastic that I found on the side of the road that's very clean be worth something too? Oh, because it's made by a specific company. So, you're telling me that a G.I. Joe that's out the box and just barely used goes for nothing? Original G.I. Joe? The fuck? Cat, you're drinking out the toilet again? I don't appreciate it. And he's not stopping. Hold on. Oh, so now you want to stop. Now you just want to sit and look at me. You know what you did. Anyway. He's still a kitten. Whatever. But imagine this. I just forgot what I was talking about because the cat was drinking out the toilet. But here's the thing. Well, I didn't talk about this one too anyway. What's your earliest childhood memory? Mine currently, 2 years old. I shit you not, I can remember all the way back there. But I can't remember 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And I can barely remember some of 8, 9, and a tiny bit of 10, but I don't know if it was 10. And I don't remember anything else. I remember 13 when I asked out my ex. And I remember 13, 14, and 15, but all I remember from there was my ex. And when I got an Xbox One S, Xbox Series S. So yeah, it's kind of funny I downgraded. Yeah. But then again, that's what happens when your parents sell your console for the second time in your life. What I mean by that is I had an Xbox 360. Original case, original everything. They sold that when I was around 6 years old. I played Minecraft on that. I had a very thick accent there. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Yeah, it's kind of sucky when you yourself can notice your own accent. It's kind of fucking stupid. But here's the thing. Imagine this. I grew up in 2 different places. How does that work? Born in one, raised in another, and then put in another one. There you go. And then, like, visiting another one. Basically, born and raised in Rochester, New Hampshire, but I lived the first 9 years of my life not there. Lived that in a whole nother town with my grandparents. And my parents did not have custody of me for the first 3 years. But that is something we don't talk about. You know why? Because they've been there through thick and thin anyway. You're not supposed to remember shit for the first 3 years. But yet I can remember 2 years old. Kind of confusing. But here's the thing. Watch this. Imagine this, right? What was it? Yeah, at 9 years old, we moved out to Rochester, where I was born. And the funniest thing, yeah, we lived there for 7 years. Before, saying F this neighborhood so hard we ended up in a rundown camper. Love it. And we ended up in New York. Because we basically said, family friend of ours, can you help? So they did. We lived on their property. Shit got weird pretty freaking quick. We didn't like that. We left. Basically, after that, now we're here. Because we basically said, so no more camper. We're in an apartment now. Sad part about it, I was in Job Corps in Glenmont, going in for my culinary trade. At 16, by the way. That's fun. So imagine this. I get the letter at 15 that I'm eligible, and they would love to have me there. Come to find out, guess what, MFer? I'm not old enough to join as it is. And that was for the New Hampshire one. But we're all worked out eventually. There's my diploma. Pretty nice. I earned my diploma and my primary certificate before getting jumped and kicked out because the first couple of people that hyped up about that situation was me and like a lot of other people who weren't there. They weren't. Because it happened in the woods. Who's to say I was the aggressor when I had the most hits taken? Well, collectively and divided by the amount of people. Only fight I've actually been in, except for old hometown fights. But here's the thing. That is the only fight like that where I have won and regretted it. Because of the fact I lost many friends that day. And to count it, I lost about 12 acquaintances around. I think it was 12 to 14 around. That I could just randomly pop them and say, yo. I lost 6 friends I'm very hard to get friends with, but just got trust issues. But then I have I had lost my fiance, which sucks, but turns out she's cheating, so good enough reason. But yeah, that was fun. And no, not really, but I got kicked out of there, sent home, and I've been looking for a job ever since. But, people like me don't typically get hired because autism, length and distancing, and a couple other reasons. But here's the thing. One person took one look at my record and basically said no. Don't kiss me. Nope. Hey, I'm recording a YouTube vid. Please don't do that. Demonetization is already a threat of mine. Anyway. Jesus Christ, that guy's gay. Anyway. No, he's not. He's my homie. He's good. But yeah, I'm in this video now. There's my random talks and random doing, and I held a cat today. I'm happy. Hope y'all are happy too. Have a blessed day.